Far across the galaxy, a massive sun begins to collapse, unleashing destructive waves of fire across nearby worlds. On one of those planets, a devout order of worshippers gathers beneath the glowing sky. Fear ripples through the crowd, but their spiritual leader urges them not to flee. This is a design of the one true, he declares, calling the catastrophe divine will. Yet panic spreads among the people. Before chaos can consume them, the flames split apart and reveal a fiery silhouette descending from the heavens. Jean Grey, host of the Phoenix Force, has arrived. With a single motion, she shields the believers from falling debris. But their leader recoils, calling her a destroyer. Jean's voice roars like fire itself as she answers, "I am not here to end you. Your star is collapsing, but I will not let you perish with it." Rising back into space, Jean stretches her arms wide, wings of flame unfurling as she channels the Phoenix's infinite might. She absorbs the unstable energy, steadying the star and gifting the planet more time. The people bow in awe, but their priest glares with suspicion. To him, the Phoenix is not salvation. She is blasphemy. Elsewhere at Kiln 2, an infamous interstellar prison caught near a collapsing black hole, Nova, Richard Rider, fights to save both guards and criminals alike. Explosions tear through the facility as inmates riot. One of the deadliest, Morg the Executioner, emerges from the smoke, smashing through walls in his thirst for blood. Nova struggles against Morg until, in a flash of fire, Jean arrives. She slams Morg with a burst of cosmic force, burying him beneath the rubble. Nova gasps in relief. "You got my distress call," but the situation is dire. The black hole grows unstable, threatening to consume the entire sector. Nova despairs. Evacuation seems impossible, yet Jean only smirks. "I just stabilized a dying sun. How much harder can a black hole be?" Launching herself into the void, the Phoenix dances across the cosmic abyss. Her flames intertwine with the gravitational pull, twisting the very nature of the singularity until it calms. For a brief moment, creation itself bends to her will. But while Jean stabilizes the black hole, a dark figure, Pericus, an ancient foe of the gods, escapes aboard a stolen ship, free to sow destruction elsewhere. Pericus' path leads him to a young girl named Adani, orphaned by his schemes. Twisting her grief into anger, he whispers promises of power. In her hand, raw energy sparks to life, marking her as a potential weapon in his dark crusade. Meanwhile, Jean is drawn into another conflict. Alongside Corsair, she discovers that the Black Order, generals of Thanos, are trafficking prisoners across a frozen moon. Jean strikes against Proxima Midnight and Black Dwarf, but the ground itself betrays her. From beneath the ice, an army of undead Asgardian warriors, the Draugr, rise to battle. To uncover their secret, Jean dives into their minds and meets Haken, a rebel once condemned by Odin. His warriors were cursed for defying Asgard's rule, chained beneath the ice for eternity. Jean senses their endless torment. "You've suffered enough. Rest now," she whispers, freeing them. Their chains break, the undead vanish, and only a black feather remains. Treasure sought by Corsair. But peace is fleeting. The Black Order returns in full strength, forcing Jean into another brutal clash. With cosmic fire, she overwhelms them, daring Thanos himself to face her one day. Jean's greatest trial comes on Dogar, where she confronts Gorr the God Butcher. Wielding the all-black symbiote, Gorr mocks her as nothing more than another false deity. They battle across the stars, his shadow-forged weapon piercing even her flames. For a moment, Jean falters, her body consumed by the void. But death is not her end. Within the silence of the cosmos, Jean meets eternity, the living embodiment of a universe. He shows her that the Phoenix is not merely destruction, but creation itself, that she is not a god with limits, but the infinite spark within every star, every soul. Reborn in fire, Jean rises once again. Her flames incinerate Gorr's corrupted form, leaving only the twisted heart of the symbiote. Yet instead of destroying it, she breathes a spark into its core, transforming it into a star that will nurture new life. Back at the Galactic Council, her enemies, Gladiator, Pericus, even whispers of Thanos, plot to bring her down, calling her too dangerous. But Jean has already transcended their fears. She is no longer just Jean Grey, no longer merely the Phoenix. She is a flame of creation itself, unbound, eternal, unstoppable.